just wanna be heard from your mom to your pops to the beat to the bird, man. Skirt right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah.
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Running right, this is Ingram.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first down, Ingram, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw. We're going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We got this. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete to Bryant. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Mayfield on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let him. He's got a man. Complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Ingram, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Landry, the intended target. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson being chased out left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Under 10.
Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
This one taken from the 7. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Jackson dancing to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards on first down. Ingram, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle made by Eric Murray. From the 17, Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got him in. It's Brown. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Pernell McPhee. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here I come again. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 52. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got one. I got it.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Going deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Interception, baby.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Ingram again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Jackson, hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by OBJ. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 34. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Trent Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Snead's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's back to throw. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Chubb. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shoot. Run.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Pay the killing